So unless you've been living under a rock or you just like me was dead asleep because you had a birthday yesterday, February 1st. Everybody, please subscribe for my birthday. Thank you very much. You would have heard by now that the Lakers traded Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic, which to me is probably one of the craziest trades I have ever heard of in my entire life. It's actually wild. It's actually crazy. So let me get into it a little bit. Let me talk about it, man. Let me see what's up.
I talk about shit anyway. Is it? Tell them meet me at the bank, but they can't, cause they broke as shit. You niggas can't afford what's on my grocery list. Niggas talk behind my back.
So apparently, the Mavs approached the Lakers with this trade a few days ago. According to Shams, our good buddy over at ESPN, the Mavs only ever considered trading Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis, and the Lakers have never considered trading Anthony Davis, which makes sense for the Lakers to not want to trade AD, but makes no sense to me why the Mavs would want to trade Luka Doncic. But I just want to get into a little bit about what I think this means for the players and for both teams a little bit. So it seems like no player was aware of this. It just kind of materialized in the dead of night, literally while everybody was asleep, or at least so where I'm at over here in the Midwest. Apparently LeBron was out to dinner and didn't know about the trade, which is crazy to me. Anthony Davis had no idea, and of course Luka didn't. I mean, at least I would assume so. I would think that he didn't want to trade, but that's just the first thought that came to mind, that Luka asked to be traded. But the Lakers stay true to history. They trade for a big superstar to maintain for the future. Giving up a draft pick isn't necessarily super great, but I mean, to get Luka Doncic, I don't know what that draft pick was going to be, but it's safe to say it wasn't going to be Luka. Luka is a top 3 player and might be the top 1 player on any given night. You never know. What I do wonder, though, and this is just me rambling, like I said, I just found out, so I'm just kind of here at my PC, just kind of talking. Does this trade mean LeBron? Does that mean LeBron stays in LA? The team clearly said we going for the future, trading Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic. And while Luka Doncic is a win now type superstar, max level player, he wasn't necessarily what the Lakers needed if they were going to trade Anthony Davis. I mean, you look at him now, AD was saying he needed a center so he could play power forward. They traded him, so now they have no real starting power forward or center. I mean, Rui is cool, but I don't know if he go cut it against some of the other league's bigs. And I wouldn't imagine LeBron is going to play center and or power forward, or rather he might have to with Luka being the point guard and all. If I turn to the Mavs side, was Luka burned out in Dallas? I mean, they got him a superstar sidekick and Kyrie Irving, who seems to be able to pretty much fit with anybody. He just has one of those games. But the Mavs were built around him. While they didn't necessarily have a ton of talent, they were just in the finals. So it's hard to say that, they weren't going places. I would actually say the Lakers are even worse built for Luka than the Mavs. Now, it's a big market, so maybe Luka is ready for that, and maybe it's time that he moves on, which I hate to say, because here in Detroit, where I'm from, we do have a superstar in Cade Cunningham. I believe a superstar that's ready to do it. So I hate to see, big talents take those talents to bigger markets. But maybe it was time to go. Looking at Anthony Davis, did his appeal for a center potentially get him traded, him not wanting to play the position, potentially not wanting to play ball, or was this kind of like a once in a lifetime deal where the Mavs just couldn't turn it, not the Mavs, but the Lakers just couldn't turn it down? And that's kind of where I'm leaning. I don't know if he got himself traded, but I mean, to be honest, the Lakers weren't really going anywhere. It was probably time to blow it up, and I don't know if they going for a full blow up. I would personally, but I know LeBron has a no trade. He's locked in LA. It's kind of hard to say, but I think there's really good potential of LeBron may put himself on the trade block. To be honest, I don't know, but that's kind of where I'm leaning a little bit. I don't see why he would stay in LA when I know him and Luka are friends, but those two guys, they traded for It seems like they traded for another version of LeBron, like another younger version of this LeBron. But I gotta say kudos to the Lakers on betting on the future finally, rather than betting on the now. The Lakers, they've been betting on now for so long and getting so much further and further away from the goal that this is a good start. You know, they tried it before. You know, after Kobe got older and retired, they tried it for a while. Didn't necessarily get the pieces to really make a real run. Although I do think, given time, that Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, even Julius Randle trio probably could have made a little noise. But I would say it's good that they are soft pulling the plug on this thing. I think it's pretty much run its course, and maybe LeBron is giving some hints to retirement in the very near future, this year or next year. So maybe those guys are just saying, okay, let's see what we can get for these guys, this team, and let's move on. So I don't know. Those are just kind of my first reactions to this. It was a little crazy. It was wild. Like everybody else in the world, I woke up and saw this. I actually saw it on YouTube. I got a YouTube notification and thought it was just a bunch of cap until I saw it on ESPN. And I was like, wait, hold on. hold on. So those are just my takes, man. You know, please like and subscribe. You feel me? And say happy birthday. Peace.
Tell them meet me at the bank, but they can't, cause they broke as shit. You niggas can't afford what's on my grocery list. Niggas talk behind my back like I wouldn't notice it. Now niggas tryna double back, they see me on some shit. I'ma finish shit how I